Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fair fight to the Ulster Scots Hogmanay Night, New Year's Eve 2021. On behalf of the Schomberg Society Kilkeel, we'd like to welcome you all to this online celebration of Hogmanay. Of course, Hogmanay, one of the most important festivals in the Ulster Scots cultural calendar. It's when we look forward to the new year, and some of the great traditions include what's known as first footing, where the first people to arrive at a house just after midnight traditionally will bring a wee bit of coal with them, and that coal's to symbolise good luck. And of course the great Scots phrase, lang may your lum reek, basically long may your chimney smoke, so it's about having a good fire in the hearth at the start of the new year is always a symbol of a good new year to look forward to. And this evening we've got a great lineup for you to look forward to. In normal times, of course, we do this live, but with coronavirus we felt that it was safer that we do this online for you. But that doesn't stop us from having a great night, and we have a great lineup of acts both from the Mourne area and further afield, where we're going to have lots of celebration of the Scots and Ulster Scots culture. And we're coming to you this evening from the Royal British Legion Hall at the harbour in Kilkeel. That famous harbour, the sort of settlement that was built up around here, those first fishermen, Ulster Scots who came here, the farmers at Hannah's Close and the Clachan who spread out across Mourne and further afield well over 300 years ago, would have recognised the tradition of Hogmanay. Our evening's entertainment will include pipers, Lambeg drummers, Scottish dancers, and indeed we've got some poetry as well. So do stay tuned in with us tonight and settle down and enjoy a Hogmanay night brought to you by the Schomberg Society. And so our first act this evening is Rachel Hutchison. Rachel's a local lassie, a member of the Ulster Scots Schomberg Society, and a very talented singer, singing both in Scots and Ulster Scots as well as English. Well known now across Northern Ireland for her entertainment. She's going to sing for us one of Robbie Burns' most famous airs, You're Welcome, Willie Stewart. And of course, Willie Stewart was a great old friend of Robbie Burns, someone whose company Robbie very much looked forward to, and indeed on more than one occasion they'd have shared a wee dram or two. And so this song, Willie Stewart, summons up that humour and is in the honour of Willie himself.
You're welcome, Willie Stewart. You're welcome, Willie Stewart. There's ne'er a flower that blooms in May that's half as welcome as thou art. On bumpers high express your joy, the bow we must renew it. Then tap it hand, go bring her band to welcome Willie Stewart. You're welcome, Willie Stewart. You're welcome, Willie Stewart. There's ne'er a flower that blooms in May that's half as welcome as thou art. Foes be strong and friends be slack, their action they must rue it. May a woman on them turn her back that wrongs thee, Willie Stewart. You're welcome, Willie Stewart. You're welcome, Willie Stewart. There's ne'er a flower that blooms in May that's half as welcome as thou art. Flower, it grows, it fades, it falls, and nature cannot renew it. But worth and truth, eternal youth, we'll give to Willie Stewart. And she whose arms shall enfold thy charms possess a loyal true heart. To her be given, to kin the heaven she holds in Willie Stewart. You're welcome, Willie Stewart. You're welcome, Willie Stewart. There's ne'er a flower that blooms in May that's half as welcome as thou art. You're welcome, Willie Stewart. You're welcome, Willie Stewart. There's There's ne'er a flower that blooms in May that's half as welcome as thou art.
Well, Rachel, thank you very much. What a great way to start our show this evening. And we'll see a wee bit more of Rachel later on. Now, we'll have a couple of quick minutes to get turned around because we've got our next act on. So quickly up, get another log on the fire. You see we've got a lovely warm fire behind me here burning brightly. So get your logs on the fire as we look forward to our Kirknara Highland dancers. And the girls this evening, 3 senior dancers, Bethany Shields, Jessica Mitchell and Casey Nicholson will perform this dance. The dance tonight is the Home Fire Song, a very traditional dance, dates all the way back to the First World War. And if you think about that time when the soldiers were in the trenches, cold winter nights, and they thought about their home and they thought of those home fires. Of course, many of them believed they'd be home for Christmas when they went to the war, but that wasn't to be the case, as you know. So Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve would be a time for them to think of their family and loved ones far, far away at home. And this dance and that song are meant to evoke the echoes of home.
They were summoned from the hillside. They were called in from the glen, and the country found them ready at the stirring call for men. Let no tears add to their hardship as the soldiers pass along. And although your heart is breaking, make it sing this cheery song. Keep the home fires burning while your hearts are yearning. Though your lads are far away, they dream of home. There's a silver lining through the dark clouds shining. Turn the dark clouds inside out till the boys come home. Overseas there came a pleading, help a nation in distress, and we gave our glorious laddies honor made us do no less. For the Holland son of freedom to a tyrant's yoke should bend, and a noble heart must answer to the sacred call of friend. Keep the home fires burning while your hearts are clouds inside out till the boys come home.
Well, thank you, Bethany, Jessica, and Casey from the Kirknairn School of Dance. What a wonderful dance that was. And of course, lovely to hear again the voices of the D-Day Darlings, and we were so lucky that they joined us in person in that lovely July night we had in 2019. So great to hear them, and also great to think that over 100 years ago, when those young men from Mourne were sat in their trenches in France and Belgium, in the cold and miserable weather there would have been, if they'd known that over 100 years later they would have given us the freedom to celebrate our culture the way we've done, but also that we would remember them as we are doing tonight. So I think it's lovely that they gave their tomorrows for our todays, and we're celebrating their memory still. So, to our next act, Judith McCabe. Now, Judith is another girl born in the shadow of the Mourne Mountains in Warrenpoint. Now living in Portadown, she's the head of music at Lauren Grammar School and is also a private tutor teaching piano, singing and drama. So a busy girl, and we're very lucky we've got her here this evening. She's very popular in the Ulster Scots scene, performs at many Burns Nights events, and is also the conductor for the Northern Ireland Military Wives Choir. Judith's going to perform two songs for us this evening. The first of those, the great Robbie Burns poem, My Love Is Like a Red, Red Rose. And then she's going to give us one of the most popular hymns in the UK, Amazing Grace. It's always very appropriate on New Year's Eve that we think not just of the year to come, but also that we stop and count the blessings of the years past, and the Amazing Grace is particularly important for that reason.
My love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like a melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry, till all the seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with their sun, and I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. And fare thee well, my only love, and fare thee well a while, and I will come again, my love, though 'twere 10,000 miles. My love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like a melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace for all.
Well done, Judith. That was just mighty. A braw rendition of those two fine, fine tunes. So, folks, now it's time to make some noise. For our next act, we've got the Schomberg Fife and Drum Lambeck drummers, Jasmine Cullen and our chaplain, Andy Burns, and they're going to be accompanied by the Northern Ireland Centenary piper, Mark Smith. This is a special combination of pipes and Lambeck drums set to the well-known Scottish tune 100 Pipers. Of course, Mark is well known across Northern Ireland, having piped at many special events to mark and celebrate the centenary of Northern Ireland. And this evening, he is dressed in Titanic Belfast tartan. On display tonight and taking part in our Hogmanay event is one of the Ulster Scots agency's specially commissioned Northern Ireland Centenary Lambeck drums. This is the Ulster Volunteer, featuring one of Northern Ireland's founding fathers, Sir Edward Carson. Well, that was excellent. Thank you both, the Schomberg Lambeg drummers, and also to Mark on the pipes. Now we're going to see the Kirknara School of Dance girls join us one more time. This time we've got a full troupe, both from the Kilkeel and Anlong classes, and they're going to dance a choreographed sword dance. We've got the girls here with Catherine, their tutor, and they've been working hard all through the year with exams and competitions, and they're now very well known along the Ulster Scots Cultural Circle, and indeed some of them have gone to Scotland and competed in competitions there. So it's nice to see a large troupe of the girls now joining us. Well, thank you to the Kirknara School of Dance. That was a wonderful dance. And of course, earlier we had the Titanic Belfast tartan. So just one ship there. We had a whole fleet of tartans on display. That was just wonderful. I'm dizzy just watching it. I hope at home you enjoyed it very much. Now, we're going to return to Mark Smith, our centenary piper, and he is going to sing for us a song he has written himself. It's a Northern Ireland centenary song, and it's entitled Hello and Welcome, Northern Ireland. And the H and the W of Hello and Welcome very much meant to symbolise the H and W of Harlan and Wolff on the big iconic cranes at the shipyard in Belfast, one of the best known symbols of Northern Ireland. So, Hello and Welcome Northern Ireland, a song that Mark wrote and is performing to celebrate 100 years of our wee country. And Mark was the winner of the Grand Orange Lodge of Ireland's competition to write a centenary song for Northern Ireland, and in a world first, this is the first time that this will have been done online at Hogmanay. Not the last, and we're looking forward to Mark's contribution to the 200th centenary of Northern Ireland.
the city, welcome to time. For the boys of the shipyard, the harp and the crime. Cobblestone streets, cathedral walls, well, the singing of Belfast at the old city hall. They come from Fermanagh, Antrim and down, Tyrone, Londonderry, from Armagh to the Tyne. They built the great ships, stood through the wars. So here's to the future and 100 years more. So merrily, merrily as we go round the top of Kilkeel to the east side of town. My like and love through the heart of it all. Hello and welcome to Belfast. The northwest so pretty, with beauty untold. To drive down the coast road, sure it never gets old. See the Great Lakes, the mountains and shores. Well, here's to 100 and 100 years more. So merrily, merrily as we go round the shores of Lough Foyle to the ports of Southdown. The great river band through the heart of it all. Hello and welcome, Northern Ireland. Merrily, merrily as we go round the top of Kilkeel to the east side of town. My like and love through the heart of it all. Hello and welcome, Northern Ireland. 100 more years, Northern Ireland.
Well, Mark Smith, thank you very much. That was fabulous. So what a great song, great lyrics, a great story. And I hope we're hearing that song many, many, many years to come. I can certainly see a night at Windsor Park where that's being belted out across the stadium. A great song, so well done you, Mark. Now, we're going to bring on our chairman, Gareth Crozier. Gareth is another of the great Ulster Scots stalwarts of our Schomberg Society and the Mourne community. And he's going to join us for a wee bit of poetry. And very appropriately, given the night that it is, we're going to have a Hogmanay poem.
A brand new year. We're waiting for the end of the month, for on the 31st it's all o'er. And a new year with us all cheering and kissing, as we all ringing bells and kiss baith loons and quines, rosy chicks. Hodding up twa strings of mistletoe or fa you like, and I can fit I mean. We all did it when we were young. And we smile fan we see, and first fit with his coal. He has to be darker hair, and tall as can be. Coal for your fire, a symbol for the past. Heat to survive. A broad gift new will be biscuits, or maybe a dram. I wishing us well for a new year on its way, to the lute of the piper or the drum. The bells ding or clock strikes the midnight hour. Some ring 'em in with a song fair past. Maist linking arms and singing out loud for the old pals they'll never forget. Sung the world o'er and household chant and a toast to the year to come. We had the hope for a happy new year to Ian and all.
Well, Gareth Crozier, thank you very much, not just for the Hogmanay poem, but of course for all the work you do as chair of the Schomberg Society. And we'll look forward to hearing from you in 2022 when you're addressing the Haggis in early February. So we're very excited to introduce our next act, the Lagan Band. It's a three-piece group, Evan, Les and Davy, and they've been together for 15 years from Belfast. They're performing a couple of tunes for us this evening, both well-known Northern Ireland tracks, The Star of the County Down and I'll Tell Me Ma.
1, 2, 3. Near the Banbridge town in the county down, morning in July. Down a boring green came sweet Colleen, smiled as she passed me by. She looked so neat from her 2 white feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, to shake myself to make sure she's really there. From Bantry Bay to Derry Quay, going to Dublin town. Made I've seen like a sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. As she onward sped, shook my head, gazed with a feeling queer. Said, says I, to a passerby, "There's the maid with the nut brown hair." Smiled at me with pride, says he, "That's a gem of Ireland's crown." The rose in the can from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county down. And from Bantry Bay to Derry Quay, going to Dublin town. Maid I've seen like a sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. At the harvest fair she'll be surely there, dressed in the Sunday clothes, with my hat cocked right, shoes some bright from a smile from a nut brown rose. No horse I'll yoke, no pipe I'll smoke, and my plough turned rust-coloured brown. To the smiling bride by my own fireside, since the star of the county down. Bantry Bay to Derry Quay, going to Dublin town. Maid I've seen like a sweet Colleen that I met in the county down.
Tell me, Mom, when I go home, and the boys and me the girls alone. Pull me hair and stone me comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please will you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knock at the door and the ring of the bell, singing, "Oh my true love, are you well?" Up she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. All Johnny Murray says she lies, she doesn't get the fellow with the rolling eye. Tell me, Mom, when I go home, that the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pull me hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a courting 1, 2, 3, please would you tell me who is she? When the rain and the hail go high and the snow come shoveling from the sky, she's as nice as apple pie and she'll get her own life by and by. When she gets a lot of her own, won't tell her ma when she comes home. Let them all come and say, well, for a child with Mooney she loves still.
I'll tell me ma when I go home that the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pull my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is a courting 1, 2, 3. Please will you tell me who is she?
Well, there you go. That was brilliant. 2 great songs from the Lagan Band, Les, Evan and Davy. Brilliant. And we're going to hear from them again this evening, and I hope that's not the last time we hear of them in the Schomberg. So now we're going to have our Kirknara Highland dancers back to perform their final dance this evening. This is the Sailor's Hornpipe. Traditionally, Highland dancing would have been historically more associated with the Highland regiments, but we also have a great connection with the sea here in Kilkeel. We're filming tonight just alongside the harbour, and so the Sailor's Hornpipe reflects the strong connections with the Royal Navy and seafaring that Scotland and Northern Ireland have. Well, that was a fantastic dance from the Kirknara School of Dancers. And at this stage, I'd just like to thank their tutor, Catherine, for continued support throughout the year. And of course, to the mums, Amanda, Linda, and all the other mums and dads who support us by bringing the kids into dancing classes. And of course, in 2022, we're looking forward to more and more folk joining up at Annalong and Kilkeel so that we get a great troupe of dancers for next year. It's good to welcome back the Lagan Band for their second set tonight. 2 fine and well-known traditional tunes. We're going to have Black Velvet Band and then Will You Go Lassie Go. And of course that song Will You Go Lassie Go contains the immortal lines, Will you go lassie go amongst the bloomin' heather, just as it is here in Mourne where the mountains, the purple-headed mountains sweep down to the sea.
In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprenticed in trade I was bound. Many an hour of sweet happiness spent in that neat little town, till a bad misfortune befell me, caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and companions. Follow the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes shone like diamonds, you'd call her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up in a black velvet band. I was strolling one evening, not intending to stay very long. Well, I met with this frolicsome damsel. She came a tripping along. What she took from her pocket, placed it right into me hand. On the very first night that I met her, bad luck from that black velvet band. Her eyes shone like diamonds, you'd call her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up in a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, next morning we both did appear, and the gentleman claimed his jury. The case against us was clear. 7 long years transportation, right down to Van Diemen's Land, far away from my friends and companions, follow the black velvet band. Her eyes shone like diamonds, you'd call her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up in a black velvet band. So come on, you jolly young fellows, I'll have you take warning by me. Whenever you're up on the liquor, beware of that pretty Colleen. She'll fill you with whiskey or porter till you're not able to stand. Very next thing that you know, well, you've landed in Van Diemen's Land. Her eyes shone like diamonds, called her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up in a black velvet band.
Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme blows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a tower near yon pure crystal fountain, and around it I will place all the flowers of the mountain. We go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. When you go, lassie, go. If my true love she does leave, I will surely find another to beguile mountain time all around the blooming heather. We go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to Powyle mountain time all around the blooming heather. We go, lassie, go. Will you go, lassie, go?
Well, that's another two fine tunes from the Lagan Band. It's great of the boys to have travelled up from Belfast to join us this evening. And as I say, hopefully we'll be hearing much more from them over the years. Now, we're getting towards the end of the evening, folks. And of course, at this time of year, our minds begin to drift back and think of those who are no longer with us, loved ones who've maybe passed away this year or indeed in the years past. And for that, we're going to welcome back Rachel Hutchison to perform a very emblematic, emotional song, The Parting Glass, which is always associated with New Year's Eve and lost loved ones. Written by a border reiver hundreds of years ago, one of the Armstrong clan, this song was written for one of the clan who was due to be executed, and this was his parting farewell to friends and family. And in the traditional way, often when you're leaving a Scots house, they'll have what they call the parting glass. You're up on the back of your horse about to head home. You have that last wee dram to see you on your way. So Rachel, please come and join us.
Should not.
Well, Rachel, thank you. That was a lovely, beautiful way to bring your set to a close this evening. A lovely, romantic song, The Parting Glass. And now we welcome back our Northern Ireland Centenary piper, Mark Smith, who will now, in traditional fashion, pipe out the old year with Scotland the Brave and Robbie Burns' Old Lang Syne. So at home, quickly get away, get yourselves your dram and get ready to toast the new year. Well, thank you, our piper, Mark Smith, with a fantastic way to finish out our evening with a great set of tunes there, the old traditional Lang Syne and Scotland the Brave, a fabulous tune from the old homeland. Now, before we close this evening, folks, I'd just like to thank the following. All the acts and performers who took part tonight, the Royal British Legion Kilkeel for the use of their hall, our volunteers who've helped make tonight possible with assisting the PA system and organising the event, Take Two Studio in Kilkeel, who have helped with the video production tonight, the Ulster Scots Agency, who has ever supported us tonight, and all of you at home for watching and taking part in our Hogmanay night. On behalf of everyone in the Schomberg Society, we'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a bonny new year, and we look forward to welcoming you along to our Ulster Scots events, which will hopefully be face-to-face in the new year of 2022. So fare thee well and have a great evening. Cheers. And it's over to our Schomberg Fife and Drum Lambeck drummers now to drum in the new year for us all.